What's up, guys? DK. We are back to Final Fantasy X. No speed grid. Let's move this right along. It's time to head into the innards of sin, which sounds kind of disgusting. But first, before we do that, let's take care of one minor detail first. Let's just go ahead and grab this baby right here. But just your rod. Unfortunately, its only use in a no speed grid game is to be sold. I mean, it has 2 free slots, but that's about it. Okay, so it's time for our next boss. A really simple one, kind of. Let's head to the boss temple. You already know where we're going with this, right?
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Okay, guys, so I'm still abiding by my rules. This means any grinding I do until I beat BFA at least is going to have to be done without the use of summons and Trio of 9. That includes this boss right here. Now, Waka gets a free evade encounter, and I got 2 of these in Beaconel, I believe. I gave 1 to Riku. I have another teleport sphere down here, so I could give 1 to... Yeah, I have 1 left, so I could give 1 to Tidus. But I don't think I need to do that because he only has like 30,000 HP. So after Riku gets 4 turns, he'll be dead, and she has auto haste on anyway. So all right, let's go ahead and take this guy down now. Let's go ahead and sell our score this fucker. All right, so you know what? I talked about this in my original LP. This thing here is well, let me just go ahead and start attacking. Supreme Gem. I need to save these actually. I use a few of them. And it's not like I'm gonna die. I don't understand this boss. This boss lives underwater, and yet he's weak to all 4 elements, including water. How is this thing weak to water when he lives underwater? That makes, I mean, that's just ridiculous. If anything, he should absorb it. I mean, I don't understand how he's weak to water when he's literally living underwater. Maybe this pool gives him special. I don't fucking know, and I don't care. All right, Stone Punch. This can be evaded and countered, as you see, which is actually very important because if you get by stone, you automatically get shot to pieces. But as you see, he's gonna die in the next 2 turns. So really easy boss here, and I don't need okay, I don't need to use another. I don't need to use another okay. Yeah, look at this. Why is he weak to water? That's so dumb.
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame.
She's actually very pretty.
But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found sin.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Now this is a huge plot hole. She said that she wanted to give Seymour the power to live by himself. So that's why she became a faith. But according to the Final Fantasy Wiki, Yunalesca is the one that made her into an Aeon, to a faith in the Aeon. So yeah, Anima is not a regular Aeon. Anima is actually Seymour's final Aeon. Seymour was supposed to use Anima to defeat Sin, and thus he would have sacrificed himself to defeat Sin, and they knew that this would happen. So how can she expect the people of Spirit to accept him and for him to live on if she became his final Aeon? Then he would have died. So I don't know how that makes sense. But anyway, he was supposed to fight Sin and save Spirit, but after his mother sacrificed himself and then he got a taste of power, I guess he said, you know what? Fuck you, fuck my father, fuck the Guado, fuck Yevon, fuck Spirit. I'm just gonna kill everybody. Alright, so normally I show every normal encounter at least one time before moving on. I'm not gonna do that right now because there's no point in me fighting these monsters at this point. Well, I'm going to fight them later on when I catch 5 of every in the game post game, so I'll save it for then. Let me see. Where's the fucking? As for the items in this area, most of them are pretty useless for no speed gear. However, there is one that's extremely useful, and although I can easily make one, it's gonna cost me 100,000 gil because I had to buy armor for it. So, but this is actually gonna be very helpful for the upcoming fight, and that's it right there. Let me go up there and get it. I think it's where's fuck is it? Here we go. Man, this camera angle is so fucking annoying. I hate this camera angle. Here we go, right here. This one. Phantom Ring. This is for Yuna. This thing gives her 3 elemental eaters: water, fire, and thunder. That's just awesome. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that they gave you this specifically so she can have it for the next boss fight. So Yuna like automatically has a spot.
Don't you ever give up?
Sin has chosen me. I am part of Sin. I am one with Sin forever. Immortal.
Sin just absorbed you.
I will learn to control it from within. I have all the time in the world.
Since you were gracious enough to dispose of Yunalesca, the only means of destroying Sin is forever gone. Now nothing can stop us.
Well, we can.
By all means, try. You should thank me. Your death means your father's life.
Alright, let's go, guys. Seymour Omnis. Now, you'll be surprised to learn that this fight is actually very, very, very simple and no speed creep, even with the no trio and no summons that I added to it. Alright, so for starters, we're going to go ahead and put Riku in haste. I mean, Riku is the only one who needs it, but I guess I'll go ahead and put it on everybody just for shits and giggles. Alright, so he always starts out in his fire form. I don't know the full mechanics of these wheels, but basically they control the let's see. Man, this music is so badass. They control the element he uses and the elements he absorbs and resists and shit like that. But since he always starts out in his fire form, this fight is completely easy. Alright, so let's just have them defend. Now Riku just blasts his ass with the Supreme Gems. And by the way, you have to have Supreme Gems to do this. Well, not necessarily, but it just makes it so much easier. I don't have to worry about any bullshit. Faraga. Let's just speed this up. Alright, so I'm gonna keep doing this until he gets down to his last 30,000. Okay, guys. So in most cases, I prefer the original music over the remix version. This is one of the rare exceptions where I actually prefer the remix version. This remix of Seymour's battle theme is actually pretty badass. I like it. Okay, one more. Alright, that was 4, and this is number 5. Alright, now we're gonna stop. Speed this up. Alright, now here comes the tricky part. I attacked him 5 times. After you've attacked him 6 times, his next turn is going to be Dispel, and then he's going to follow that up with the Ultimate. So what I need to do here is I need to let me see here. We're going to keep you to the end here. I'm not going to attack him until I'm ready to go in for the kill. Okay, Riku can switch. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and switch Riku's armor back to her auto haste, because Riku needs to be in haste. I'm going to defend. Now I'm going to switch her out for Waka. I'm going to make sure that he has his fireproof on. And he does. Alright, let's absorb these. Okay, now it's time to go in for the kill. Guess I'll chip him off of Walker for shits and giggles. We'll bring you back in a minute. I mean, Riku's doing all the work, so you know everything's fine. I'm just having some fun with him now. Salvation for the damned.
But there is no salvation for the damned. Rest in peace in eternal darkness.
Right, Dispel. That's why I had to switch to Riku's auto haste. All right, so as you see, Riku's only gonna get one more turn before his Ultima. Sometimes she'll get 2 turns, sometimes she won't. It's got something to do with that pink bar or some shit. I don't know. All right, so this is precisely why I fear Kamari's Overdrive. All right, so I've got 1 turn left. His next attack is going to be Ultima. I can switch to Kamari, and I can use self-destruct. It'll do 3,000 damage, and that will kill him. See, this is why I fear Kamari's Overdrive. Right here. See this? If I do this right here, I'll blow up in his face and he'll die. However, I think we can all agree there's only one way this fight ends.
You would oppose So be it.
Yeah, I love little details like that. How he only says this when Anima is used against him. I love little small details like that. All right, I guess I'll let him use it once.
Let darkness take you.
Alright, so after this he's gonna switch to his thunder form, I guess. I don't know. If he gets another turn, which he won't. So yeah guys, like I said, Anima is actually Seymour's final Aeon. So Seymour was supposed to use Anima to kill Sin, but he said fuck that. So Seymour's been a very, very, very bad boy. So I think he's long overdue for a spanking by his mother.
Now! Yuna, send him!
Right!
So, it is you, after all, who will send me? But even after I am gone, Spira's sorrow will prevail.
Sin will be right behind you.